Hello, this is Critical Information Bureau coming from Hull, England. Ayonga Kumbe speaking. We are the people that bring you the truth, nothing but the truth. Because the truth is what is going to set you free. We don't accept any donation. Please make your donations to your beloved interim government headed by Dr. Samuel Sako. Now, I am trying to look at school and the issue about school reopening or starting. I'm going to make a controversial statement here, but that is the whole point of Critical Information Bureau. I'm going to look critically at the issue of school resumption. My problem is this: Southern Cameroonians, especially our interim government, our people, our children, our country is behind this interim government. There is no doubt about it. They are having regular ghost towns on Monday. Whatever information you are trying to give to the international community is achievable with a regular ghost town every Monday. All right? Please, Southern Cameroonians, count your blessings. Okay? These people could have turned around and said, we don't give a fuck about any ghost town. We're not doing any ghost town. They haven't said that. Every Monday, every part of Southern Cameroon, including La Republique people, their soldiers and their police, they are respecting the ghost town. The army tried to try to fight against it, but the DOs have tried to fight against it, but they are respecting the ghost town. That is a victory. That is the chink in your armor. Okay? Now, you have come out with a draft. Nothing is perfect, but some people have pledged their money on this draft. Okay? You are building your forces. There are children out there who are fighting, and you have restoration forces now that are fighting, and they have been fighting for about 4 or 5 years now. 4 years? Is it 3, 4 years? And they're doing very well. La Republique has not actually dominated them completely. There have been lots of battles with La Republique, but La Republique is running from place to place, and they are not finding any peace. County by county has been accepted by most people, apart from some mad people like Chewayaba and Eric Tato and all those people. The same characters, but generally, it has been accepted. It has been accepted, and we have a county by county system now, which is getting only stronger. I want to go back to the question of schools. Why put yourself in take on something which is difficult to achieve? Why do that? That's what I don't understand. Why say, oh, we don't want any school to open, no school whatsoever? And you know, before you said that you cannot actually achieve that. You cannot achieve it. The parents will send their children to school. And you know that before you pass that rule. You must know. You guys know already that it has never really worked. People go to school in Cameroon. So, but why is the interim government coming out and insisting on something which they have not been able to achieve year in, year out? Why are they doing it? It's very easy for you to have, they say, I live in the UK, and what they say to you is you turn a blind eye. There are rules in the United Kingdom, for instance, don't smoke marijuana on the streets. Possession is a crime, but the police turn a blind eye. Okay, what they do is they behave as if they have not seen it. Okay, you cannot enforce your laws all the time. It is impossible. Like you forever, there's not enough jails. So certain laws are there, but the police don't enforce it. If you come into my town, you find there are certain streets where you have prostitutes. The police know they are prostitutes. It's against the law, but they don't enforce the law. They ignore it. They can have a word with the people, but they ignore it. Okay? Because it's difficult to police. It is very difficult for you to police that. That is as simple as it is. So when it comes to the issue of back to school, I think the interim government should have they've made their point. but they would have to play it down. Don't talk about it. Don't talk about it. We don't support children going to school, yes, but don't carry on. Don't have every single spokesman from every county shouting on the internet that school will not resume. If you go to school, you are taking a risk, this and that. Our restoration forces you are behaving in a way as if children go to school, your restoration forces are going to do something about it. This is what we're getting from all the spokespeople. It's not necessary to talk like that. And that is why La République has taken that advantage and went and shot some children and said, you told them not to go to school and it's you who've killed them. La République is a terrorist organization. Okay? The government of Cameroon is a terrorist organization. The Cameroon Army is a terrorist organization. That's what they are. They've always been a terrorist organization. Okay, which is why they've been giving sanctions by America. They're a terrorist organization. They are weak, so they carry out terrorism to try to frighten you to leave them in power, basically. All right? This is the technique of La République. They know that they are not liked. They can't win any democratic elections. Nobody wants to see them. So what they do now is that they come and they frighten you by carrying out terrorist activity in Southern Cameroon, in villages everywhere, so that you can be scared of them and then you allow them to continue to steal. All right, so why am I going in this direction? Now, the reason is that leave controversial things like this alone. You are dealing with a terrorist organization. They are going to exploit that. If you say, children, if you go to school, there will be consequences. La République will do the consequences on your behalf. They've shot those children in Kumba on the basis that you said the children should not go to school. Please, if we're going to pass any rules in Southern Cameroon, please, there should be consultation, a little bit more consultation, all right? A little bit more consultation with everybody, all right? The issue of not going to school is understood. People understand it, but I'm saying it is not easy to implement. And therefore, the interim government should have turned a blind eye. Make and I say, no. Just leave out. Every year, we are going to stop schools. We are not. Why are you talking like that? Try to record yourself and then pass that information to the United Nations, pass that information to the United States of America, pass that information to Great Britain, saying that you said that schools should not start. This is the problem with what you call propaganda. We need to be less crude and try to be a little bit more savvy. You know what I mean? Understand what propaganda is. You are in a conflict situation. The United Nations recognizes it as a civil war, and you should make the decisions that will bolster your image outside. Okay? That I'm not afraid to be controversial. I know there are people who hold different opinions on this, but when you make a statement, you need to look at it from a propaganda standpoint. Is this statement I'm making going to help my case? All right? If the people who are your family members in Cameroon want to send their children to school, let them. Let them go to school. For God's sake, let them go to school. But don't say, if you go to school, we are going to take some action against you. You can't do that. First of all, you cannot actually maintain that. The schools are open. The schools have always been open. Let's not lie, deceive ourselves. Ambazonians, I believe in Southern Cameroon. So Southern Cameroonians, let's not deceive ourselves that we are going to close all the schools. No, we're not going to close all the schools. We have not been able to close all the schools. Schools are open. I know of family members going to school. So there's no point to be screaming and shouting that nobody should go to school. Schools should open. Your enemy is La République soldiers. That's what your enemy is, and that's what you are targeting. In every other war zone, tell you what, show me any example Show me any example where all the schools have been closed. In a conflict, Palestinian children go to school. Some even go to school in Israel. They have a problem. There's a problem between Palestine and Israel, but the Palestinian children still go to school. So I don't understand this business in which the interim government believes that one of the solutions to our problem is to stop people from going to school, and then the international community is going to be so angry that children are not going to school that they are going to come and intervene. You know, this United Nations, they don't give a shit about no black people. Let's be honest, they don't care. They don't care. So do the things that we can actually achieve. It's easy for us to achieve. Okay, you can fight the Republic soldiers. You can fight them, stop them coming into your villages. You can block the roads. Okay, you can stop them stealing your timber. You can stop them taking your palm oil. You can stop them taking oil. Okay, there are many things that you can do, and it's easily achievable. You can come and draft, ask people to make donations. But what you cannot actually achieve, leave that alone. You've made your case. It is not advisable for the children to go to school. That's fine. All right? But don't insist on it. And don't try to implement that, because you cannot. I'm being practical here. You cannot. You cannot say, don't go to school for 1 year, 2 year, 3 year, forever. We are going to be fine. No, that is not the point. You can stop school for a week. Yes. You can stop school for a week. You can stop school for 2 weeks. That, this is where protesting because of this, and that. Nobody goes to school for 2 weeks. That is achievable. I'm talking about what you can achieve. That is achievable. Then after that, you just be quiet. Let them go back to school. The 2 weeks is over. The Southern Cameroonians are respecting us because we are Southern Cameroonians. So they are respecting the interim government. They are. They are putting their life in to support this movement. Those people in Ground Zero are supporting their children. They are supporting the restoration forces. But what we don't want to do is start to put them in a situation which they cannot cope. Like 1 week goes down. Things like that. You can't, because these people need to eat. In Cameroon, when I was there, we don't shop and have all the food in the house for 1 week. It was difficult. Things are tough in that country. So when you want to make this decision, 2 weeks go down, you need to have a meeting and a consultation, and then look at whether this is actually achievable or not. All right? The people are sacrificing for this struggle, and they are doing very well. All right? But I think we need, I'm repeating myself, but I will do it one more time. We need to turn a blind eye when it comes to the issue of schooling. I do accept that people might have a different opinion from me. That is fine. But I think we should do that. The reason is that it is difficult to actually achieve a scenario in which nobody is going to school in Southern Cameroon. It's never worked. We've not been able to achieve it, and I think we should avoid such controversial topics. And it's very easy for you to avoid it. It's very, very easy for you to avoid it. Chris Anu can simply say it's not advisable for people to go to school in this climate, but then you leave it as that. Don't be telling all your spokesmen from all the different counties to be screaming that there will be no school. The only place you can achieve that is in the forest. And why should those children living in the forest not go to school? Why the ones living in Limbe can go to school? It doesn't make any sense. It does not make any sense. So please, interim government, you need to intervene here and allow these children to go to school, because you can't stop all the schools. If you are stopping a school in Tenako, but you're not stopping a school in Limbe, then what is the point? The child in Tenako is not going to school, but the child in Limbe is going to school. It is a difficult thing to achieve. So my advice, this is the advice of Critical Information Bureau, leave the school matter alone. Thank you very much. This is Critical Information Bureau coming from Hull, England. Until next time, stay safe.